You may soon be able to visit a grocery store like this one and buy beer and wine. It's all thanks to a new bill that Delegate Marlon Amfrey is introducing in the 2025 session. Delegate Amfrey first introduced legislation to bring wine and beer to grocery stores in the 2024 session. Although the legislation did not make it through to become law, Amfrey says he's optimistic this year will be different. And he's not the only one who's optimistic about it.
Oh, I'm so excited about it. I hope everything works out, because it would be wonderful to go in the market and be able to get beer and wine.
Gladys Wilder says it would be helpful to have more places to get those beverages instead of having to go from place to place while shopping.
We'll be happy where we can just get everything out of the store at once, where we won't have to go to the market and then go somewhere else. And plus, it'll be much safer like that. You go to one place and then you be able to go home.
I met up with Delegate Amfrey to learn more about the bill and why he's proposing it.
The goal of any bill of mine is always going to be equity. So I wanted to think through, how can we provide some equity with adding beer and wine to grocery stores?
He says one way to provide that equity is having a small convenience tax on beer and wine in the stores, so the state can put money aside to help developers build more grocery stores in areas that are food deserts. He also wants to bring more exposure to local breweries.
We're going to make sure that a percentage of all beer and wine sold in grocery stores across the state of Maryland are going to have beer and wine produced here in the state of Maryland.
He says having local beer and wine in the stores will help local companies like Union Craft Brewing and Guilford Hall Brewery get more exposure and eventually sell their products in other states.
I can't wait to walk into a store in California or in Texas when I'm on vacation and see a beer made in the 40th district, right? Right now, it's really hard for them to do that. They have to compete with all these really big manufacturers.
In December, WMAR spoke with liquor store owners who are not happy with this bill. They fear it will hurt the small business liquor stores.
I've heard the concerns from our smaller beer, wine, and liquor stores, and I understand their concerns. But we already have some grandfathered stores here that already sell beer, wine, and liquor.
Amfrey says since it's just wine and beer and no hard alcohol, it shouldn't have too much of an impact on those stores.
There's going to be a bit of an ecosystem shift, but I still think there's going to be a place where all of these stores can live and thrive together, where 46 other states currently do that, right? And other states are able to have it all. I think we can have it all here in Maryland as well.
Governor Moore also supports the bill. He says he hopes lawmakers work to pass it this session. Janae Wright, WMAR 2 News.